Here's a wild thought. The 2027 Chevrolet Suburban might be the single most useful vehicle GM builds, and almost nobody talks about it that way. Everyone's obsessed with the flashy Denali or the Escalade, but the Suburban is out here quietly hauling 9 people in their entire lives without asking for a luxury badge in return. Why does it matter right now? Because in a world where every SUV is getting smaller, softer, and more crossover-ish, this thing is still unapologetically massive, and that's exactly the point. Mechanically, this rides on the same platform as the Tahoe and the Silverado 1500, so nothing here is reinventing the wheel, and honestly, that's a good thing because that platform is a proven workhorse. What I actually want to talk about is the gap between trims. The base model is, and I'm being polite here, Spartan to the point of feeling like a fleet rental. Chevy clearly built it for corporate buyers, not families cross-shopping a high country. But climb to that top trim and suddenly you've got perforated leather, real wood trim, and custom color schemes that genuinely compete with vehicles costing way more. Is that a gimmick? Not really. The flat, low load floor is a functional design win, not a styling flex, and it makes loading strollers, coolers, whatever, noticeably easier than in taller rivals. My one nitpick, with adaptive dampers and air suspension as an option, it feels weird that ride height adjustment isn't just standard on a vehicle this size. Under the hood, you get a 360 horsepower 5.3-liter V8 standard, a 425 horsepower 6.2-liter V8 if you want more shove, or a 310 horsepower 3.0-liter diesel inline-six for the efficiency-minded. All three route through a 10-speed automatic with rear or all-wheel drive. Now here's where it gets interesting compared to something like the Ford Expedition Max. Ford doesn't offer a diesel at all in that segment, so Chevy's giving buyers a genuine choice Ford simply can't match. But I've got to be honest about a weird quirk in the numbers. The diesel, despite being the torque champ on paper, actually has the lowest towing rating in the whole lineup at 7,900 pounds, while the base 5.3-liter V8 tops out the chart with 8,400 pounds with the max trailering package. That's counterintuitive, and if you're cross-shopping for towing specifically, don't just assume diesel equals best. Read the fine print. Chevy's targeting a late 2027 launch, with pricing running from $66,495 up to $86,495. Compared to its GMC Yukon cousin, which stretches north of $106K at the top, the Suburban starts to look like the smart shopper's choice. You're getting nearly identical hardware and towing capability for meaningfully less cash, as long as you're willing to skip a few of the Denali badge luxury flourishes. Is it good value? At the mid-trims, absolutely. That's where the equipment-to-price ratio makes the most sense. The ideal buyer is a big family that needs real towing muscle and third-row space every single week, not just on vacation, and doesn't need a luxury badge to feel good about the purchase. My honest verdict, the 2027 Chevrolet Suburban isn't the flashiest full-size SUV on the market, but trim for trim, it might be the smartest one, especially if you skip the base model entirely. So here's my question for the comments. Would you rather save the cash and go Suburban, or pay the Yukon Premium just for the badge and the wood trim? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.